Okay, so first things first. That's one thing that you can add to it. So what that is, and I've watched the guy play this song 100 times. Never seen him do that exactly the same way twice. But what you can do is you just want to really get this left hand steady as a clock. So it doesn't matter, just play around with, you're going to want to improvise that rhythmically a little bit, but it's going to be between the F chord, A, C, and F, and then the C chords, G, C, and E. And I don't care if it's okay, or it can be, but you just want to bounce around a little bit. Doesn't matter, it doesn't always have to be the same way. And that, by the way, is true anytime you have that sort of thing in the song, like in the beginning of the song when you go. Anytime that you have that, you can elaborate that with more bounce, but what you want is to build, you want that left hand to be so steady as a rock, so like a clock, that you just can't shake it. And that's why I taught you the simple version, which is, because it teaches you how to get some bounce, ba-dum bump, ba-dum bump, while keeping this steady. When you're to the point where you never fail going, then you can start to have a lot of fun, because this left hand is really starting to learn what it's supposed to do and stand grounded. So keep in mind, you got to keep your wrist really nice and loose on this. It's got to bounce. You cannot lock your wrist and go. You're not making this movement from here. It's here. It may look like your arm is rigid. It may look like my arm is rigid, but it's actually not. I'm making very small things with my wrist. Okay, so what you can do to practice this is, without anything in the left hand, or even if you want to in the left hand, you can just vamp on C and go, and just start going. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and notice I'm not trying to teach you a specific thing here, because what makes this song sound right is the improvisational nature of this. So I'm trying to make sure that we need to unlock the creative genie inside of you. If you want to do it by rote, do the simplified version I've already shown you, but this is where it can get fun and where you just kind of be the creator of your own variation on it. And that's what makes it sound like Billy Joel. It doesn't make it sound like Billy Joel to play it exactly the way he did on that one snapshot in time. It sounds right to capture the essence. It's kind of funny to me, I've got all those Billy Joel performance videos up, and I get a lot of really nice compliments from people. Oh man, you really play it just like he does. And the truth is, I don't always play it just like he does. I think what people mean, but they don't realize they mean it, is that I capture the essence of what he did. These tutorials, I do the best I can to capture, you know, what he did on those recordings. But what I do is I try to capture the essence of what he did, and I don't play it exactly the same way every time. But that kind of goes in one ear and out the other, because if the energy is there, if the energy center, the essence of what he's doing is there, then it sounds like him. And that's what we're doing here, is we're just trying to free your mind and your wrist up to go a little bit wild, because that's what he does. The next part would be here. Now what you can do, which is fun, if you can keep the rhythm going, is kind of start so 2 here, 1 down here, 2 here. So watch that slow. And then of course, if you want to, and you're playing with a band or tracks or something, you can come up and because this lick is identical to the long one that starts up here. It's just half as long. So bum, bum, bum. So you can come up and do that with both hands if you like to do it. Just whatever your fancy. It's the exact same thing you learned. Also, when it comes to that lick, I'm going to confess that one thing that I tend to do, I tend to actually start it with my right hand, and on the E flat go ba ba. So right hand to left. And I somehow end up correcting. So the right way to do it is to start with your left hand. But have you ever noticed me hitting this first? Somehow I start the lick and then end up auto-correcting somewhere in there, and I don't even realize I'm doing it. So forgive me if it confuses you. I'm trying to remember to play it right. So that lick is the same, it's just half as long. So if you want to play it with two hands, just come up Okay, so, and then this would play true if you want to try and pull like a Yankee Stadium on there. It's like... all he's doing is just going boom, 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 da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So he's just doing that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Only really fast. And of course, he gets so excited in Yankee Stadium. I don't know if you've ever noticed this. It's really funny. He gets so excited when he's playing it in Yankee Stadium that he throws himself off rhythmically, and he always starts, he's like... That's Billy Joel code for, oh crap, I've lost my rhythm and I'm just going to have to... Of course, you know I'm not criticizing the man. I've never played at Yankee Stadium. I bet I'd get excited enough that it'd throw me off too. I just really love it because the same thing happened when he got to the end. Boom, boom. It's just always tickled me to death, and he's so smooth about it because he gets thrown off, starts doing the... and he does one of these with his left hand. I'm just getting the sweat off my forehead. I didn't make a mistake. So, it's quite alright. It's quite alright. So see, even he makes mistakes when he's playing this, but the point is, if the energy's high, no one gives a crap. No one cares that you're making a mistake. So, but most of this stuff is simply about going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and sort of triplet form. Da da and 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 da da. So wherever your left hand is, having it play the do do dot do do dot do do dot. That's the other thing you can do, rather than bringing your left hand up here to go. You can play just what we did in the simplified version. Except in the left hand, 1, 2, 3. And that gives you kind of that triplet feel. But you can maintain, you know, a sense of your bass line and your rhythm, so it's... So that's just some suggestions there. When we get to the end and you go... bum, bum, you're basically going to be on a C chord, just then back down to here, and it's just time to start like going crazy. So what you want to do is over the left hand doing your bum 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 bum. So over the top of that, you just want to start doing lots of kind of funky licks, like this would be a good one. G, E flat, E, and G. I teach this in money licks. And then when it goes down to A, just G, E flat, and G, because then it becomes like an F9 chord. So like, what did I do there? So I played my G, E flat, E, and G. Went up to an A, F, and A, which is kind of an F chord. Came back down to the G, E flat, E, and G. And then E flat, D, C. That's in there somewhere. Well, what is it? It's very simple. It's C, G, B flat, and C. It's a C7 chord with a glissando. So bum bum ba da bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum ba bum, which you're supposed to do with your thumbnail. I'm so used to playing on these easy spring-loaded keys, I do it however I want to, and it never hurts my fingers. But if you're on a regular piano or weighted keys, you definitely want to go. Use your thumbnail. It's the best way to do it, and it won't kill you. If you do it like this, like I just did on weighted keys, you'll scuff the hell right out of your finger there. So. What was that? It's just an F chord, F, A, C, going back and forth between its 1/4. So F to a B flat chord, F, B flat, D, F. So what you're trying to do is just sort of like take fun versions of C chords, C7 chords, and F7 chords, and just pound them a little bit. So here's what I would do. I'm going to teach you something that you could do by rote, just so that it sounds cool. So when you get to this part, you go bum, bum. When you get there, you're on C, bum, 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 which you know, bum, you just play C twice, the C chord, G, C, and E, bum, 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 bum. And then here would be a good time to do this. So, bum, 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 which I showed you. And then it goes E flat, D, C, G, A, or B flat, A, G, and then back down. So it's just going ba 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 bum bum bum. So we're going. Watch that slow. So let me play that again slower. We've come out of this, we've gone bum, bum. Oops. And here we go. When you're ready to come out of it, you've gone to this C over B flat, bum, bum, and then it's an F chord over the A bass, so A, C, and F, bum, 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 to a G chord, G, B, D, G, and then I would end on a C9, G, B flat, D, E, and G over a C bass. And just kind of do this with your hands. So again, it's like so. Let me show you this slow all the way out, starting with this guy. We go bum, bum. botched that, guys. Sorry. I'll try that again for you. Bum, bum. And here we go. And now you're ready to end. And that's how you can come out of it. I'm going to do a little bit of a wrap up in the next spiel, but you know, this would be a good time probably to check out your Money Licks videos if you don't have them, because I teach all kinds of things. That would be useful in this, because all you got to do is throw anything, any lick that's based around a C or a C7 chord during this would be really good. So that would be probably a good place to look for some ideas as well, but the ones that I showed you are pretty useful in this piece of music. So I'll see you in the next section for a wrap up, and I'll string all the pieces together.